Our final topic of the day. Recently, we seen Aretha Franklin. She passed away like what 5 years ago, 2018, 2019. It's been like 3, 4, 5 years. It's been a couple years since Aretha Franklin passed away, the Queen of Soul, Queen of R&B, whatever you want to call her. But it's been a whole bunch of controversy about her will. Apparently, her sons found. Her grandsons rather. Her sons have pretty much control of her estate and her royalties, her music royalties and things like that. The main things. She gave her grandsons, I think, one of her like bigger homes. Some I forgot where the home is at, but she gave away one of her homes to her grandsons, and they pretty much get that home. Now there was a will that came out in 2011 or not 2010 or 2011 or something like that. 2010 back, And when she passed away, that was the first will that was read that basically said her grandsons got to go to business school. They got to complete business school before they get control of their trust fund and get to own the house, their ownership of the house. So recently, I guess 2014, recently there was a letter came out that was dated in 2014 that was found like stuffed in Aretha Franklin's couch. They just found a random note in the couch and was like, "Hey, my son gets this, my son gets that, my grandkids, they don't mention nothing about their kids got, grandkids having to go to business school to get the house. They just get the house with no stipulations, da 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 da." And pretty much the court and the judge just, announced that version of the will is going to be that's going to
hold up.
Yeah, that's going to hold up in court. That they don't have to they don't got to go to school. They don't got to go to, I think it was like, kind of like, I think that's how it go on Power, right? Where Tariq got to go to school to get the money. Same shit. Where her kids got to go to school to get the money and get the house. But now they don't got to, they finessed the document. I think they said it was like smiled with like a smiley. I mean, it was signed with a smiley face or some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Like, it was like Smile Aretha. Like, it was some weird shit. But that's holding up in court. Thoughts?
Obviously the uncles or the daddy, them niggas forged the fucking final will because you said they have control of the estate, right? So
but in both the wills, they got control of the estate.
So it's all about the house.
What about the letter? Was that was the will too, right? The letter was a will, and she didn't say anything about them having to go to school and shit, right?
The grandkids.
Yeah, pops them stealing. This on some Britney Spears type shit.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Tell me about it.
Ain't Britney, her pops had like pretty much control of her estate. I don't know how they did.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how they said it, but he pretty much had control of the money, where the money went.
For sure.
Exactly. Even when she was free, I thought, because she had to go to court and fight that shit.
That's a fact.
That she had to go to court and fight that shit, and
because she was a minor when she signed a lot of those contracts, yeah.
And they was trying to blame a lot of shit on her, like mental stability and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, I'm gonna hold it down. But obviously the pops, I think the pops or the uncles or whoever it is, they wrote, nah, we gonna get these niggas situated. We gonna make sure these niggas go to school and get their life together before we get them niggas anything.
So that's what you think?
Yeah.
No, these cotton picking little churn, these dumbass, smart ass little niggas, the finesse to where they don't gotta go to school. They just get whatever they want.
So they wrote the letter.
Hell yeah.
Who found the letter?
In the couch.
I think it was the sons.
Nah.
I think it was the grandsons.
Nah.
Because I think one of her kids was like fighting that shit in court. One of her actual kids was fighting that in court, like, y'all niggas need to go to school. Y'all can't just be running off. I mean, it's genius. Would we not do the same thing?
But how? No. I don't you would?
I mean, if I'm like that opposed to going to school, I'm going to find a way to get my money.
I could see that. But nah.
Probably
if they found it, it has to be absolutely not. They couldn't have found it, and it holds up in court, and they just get the house on some shit. I think the pops either forged it, but grandma and them don't really be tripping about this shit.
But the first one was found. The first one was found in Aretha's like safe. So that's more legit than something that we found in the middle of the couch, like a piece, like a fucking button to some pants. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's why I think it was the grandkids. They finessed some shit.
If they finesse it damn good because shit, they get the
held
house
up in court.
Right, exactly. They get the house straight off the rip. So how can both wheels kind of go in if...
Nah, the other one overridden because they both pretty much said the same thing. One just said the kids had to go to school. The other one didn't. That was the main difference.
So how would the niggas know everything that's in the wheel, though?
Because you got to sit there and it's read to you.
And they still have access to the wheel.
I feel like everybody gets a copy. Everybody that's in the will gets a copy of the will because they get to see what so-and-so gets, what I get, so they can see that in writing. That it's legit. Kind of like a receipt. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna cap like I'm for sure, but that's how I think it goes. But them niggas made sure to leave everything, and it was a handwritten letter.
That's crazy.
With a smiley face, Aretha. That just happened to be.
So they had to like authenticate the shit in the writing and all that shit. That's what I'm saying. You can't just
it's hard to authenticate the writing of a dead person, and it don't take that much. Like if you got enough money, bro. You can get some people that can. There's people that forge for a living. That's how you get knockoffs and fake, like bootleg art and all that shit. Like niggas can forge signatures. You can get somebody that can forge a signature.
You think she didn't leave nothing else that she wrote down? But if these niggas being that desperate,
like I can finesse Pop's handwriting.
That's different. You grew up with the nigga. Well, I guess. Yeah, you got a point there. Grandma, sign this for me.
Yeah.
I get that.
So it's that's the only reason I'm saying about the whole authentication. It's not like you just stole a whole stranger's signature or handwriting. I don't know.